Hi Naina, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you, sir?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking. Can you tell us something about yourself?
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Naina and I'm from Davangere, Karnataka, but I'm currently staying in Bangalore and I completed my graduation degree from University.
Can you please
Retrospective.
speak a bit louder?
Okay, sir. I completed my engineering from University DVT College of Engineering, Davangere, with a
Mhm.
specialization of Triple E. And I completed my plus two and also schooling in Davangere, and now I'm ongoing with my testing course in Spider with my SQL manual, Java, and automation, that's Selenium. And as a part of testing, I had written some of the test cases which are on the applications like Facebook, e-commerce applications like Amazon, Flipkart, and also on WhatsApp. The test cases or functional test cases integration, and also I written the system test cases. And as a part of testing course, I'd also find out some of the defects like usability defect and globalization, and also compatibility defect. And I'm also ongoing with my one of the projects, which I'd shown my own interest and I searched in YouTube, which was on XR in based testing, and I was also completed the logging module in that. Thank you, sir. This is all about my sir.
Mhm. Okay. So you're comfortable with both manual automation and SQL.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So um, what is WebDriver?
WebDriver is an interface which is used to handle the browser, and it consists of 13 abstract methods.
Mhm. Okay. Now, in your resume, you have mentioned that you have got knowledge on product backlog,
Yes, sir. Agile methodology.
agile methodology. Okay. So what is the difference between product backlog and sprint backlog?
Uh, like if it is a product based company, there actually we will discuss which are all the pending stories which are not implemented by the developers,
Mm-hmm.
and we will reprioritize that stories which should be developed in the current release based on the customer business point of view, or we will reprioritize like some of the stories might be postponed for the next release. So we will discuss this in that meeting. And in product-based company, like they will call it as product backlog meeting, and in service-based, it is called as sprint backlog meeting.
No, 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 no. See, in product backlog, you will have the list of items that need to be completed so that the end product can be developed. That is product backlog. Okay. Now, what is sprint backlog? Sprint backlog is the list of items that have been taken from the product backlog and has to be completed so that the sprint is completed, right? So this is the basic difference between product backlog and the sprint backlog. The entire team is responsible for the sprint backlog and they will decide on the timeline, on the time frame to complete that particular sprint. While in case of product backlog, the project manager, product managers are responsible for collecting the backlog items and prioritizing them. Is it clear? Now, product backlog is completely independent of sprint backlog, while sprint backlog is dependent on product backlog. So that's the difference between product backlog and sprint backlog. And if you will mention these things in your resume, product backlog, agile methodology. So definitely these kind of questions will be asked to you in an interview. Okay, so please be prepared. Okay. What is a retrospective meeting? Your voice is not coming. Yeah.
Okay. It is a meeting which is conducted either at the last day of the sprint or at the last day of the release. If it is conducted at the last day of the sprint means also we will discuss what went well, what didn't went well, and the action plans. And also in the release retrospective meeting, it is also conducted at the last day of the release. And here we will discuss what went well and what didn't went well, and also the action plan. And it is conducted by the Scrum Master. In this meeting, we will be having the testing team, development team, and BA, PM, Scrum Master.
Okay. So actually the entire team is present during retrospective meeting. The entire team will be available, right? And they will decide what went well, what did not went well, and what could have been done correctly so that in the future you don't get all those kind of things repeated. The mistakes are not repeated. So what did you learn from the mistakes? So those kind of things are being um, discussed in the retrospective meeting. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you have joined from laptop, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now can you write a Java program to count the number of characters in the string?
Okay, sir. 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm giving you screen sharing rights. Just click on green button, share screen.
Okay.
If the IDE is not opening, you can open Notepad and okay, now it's open. Okay, fine. Let's continue. Yeah.
Sir, I will write in the notepad.
Yeah, whichever you are comfortable with. So you have understood the program, right?
Yes, sir. I completed with it.
Hello. Yeah, can you please explain this program?
Actually, I first created the class, and to execute, we must have the main method, that is public static void main, and it consists of two, that is string and the args. And inside that, I created a string called demo, and I had declared another variable called the count, and it initialized it with 0, and I had written a for loop. In for loop, it is starting from the 0 and it end until the length of the string, and if it enters the for loop, then the count should be incremented. So let us take for example, for I is equal to 0, 0 is less than or equal to uh, 3. That is true, it will enter the for loop, so the count will get incremented. So now the count is 1. And again, let us take next, the I value will be incremented, that is 1. 1 is less than or equal to the string length, which is true, and again it will enter the for loop, so the count will get incremented, and this will happen. Then the count we will get as 4.
Okay, okay. Now there is a slight change in the problem statement. What if you have the white space characters also? So what will you do? Will you add some condition in the for loop, or what will you do?
Space is also considered as a character,
Hmm.
so I will take like s dot char in the for loop. So one character will be initialized to a character variable called c. Then I will count the.
Mhm. Okay, okay. So let me share my screen and show you. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have this class. In this, we have taken the main method, right? And you have a string which is nana, and see the same for loop which you have used, but I have used one condition, right? The string dot character at I, this particular I, which will be coming from this loop, is not equal to, right? Then count plus plus. So this is how we will get the total number of characters present in the string. Is it clear now? Okay. Now can you please share your screen? Now we will modify the problem statement. Instead of string demo, you have to take string Nayana, and how many are the repeated characters that you have to identify. So which are the repeated characters? So let's say in your name, A is coming thrice, N is coming twice. So that's how you have to write the Java program. Yes. Hello. Yes, Nayana. Are you done with this program?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you please explain?
I'm storing each character into a character CS, and then
Hmm.
I'm comparing that character with the next character. If both are equal, then I'm printing that.
Okay. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this interview. So is this the correct solution for the problem statement? The number of repetitive characters and their count, right? So is this program proper or not, right? So please put down the solution in the comment section of this video, the approach that you would like to take in the comment section of this video. Okay, Nayana, now let's move forward. Uh, what are OOPS concepts? Actually, there is a power cut at my home, so there will be a bit network lag as I have connected via mobile internet.
Basically, Java OOPS is object-oriented programming language.
Hmm.
Java is one of the OOPS language, and in OOPS concept we are having six concepts, but the main pillars are four. Coming for the six
Hello.
properties from another class. Multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Single level inheritance means one subclass is inheriting the property from another superclass. Is called a single level inheritance. Multi-level means one sub we have to go multiple subclasses will be inherited. It is called as hierarchical. Hybrid means it is a combination of single, multi-level, and also hierarchical. It is called as hybrid. And next coming for the next one, that is polymorphism. Polymorphism means a single object exhibiting multiple properties in its different stages of its life cycle is called as polymorphism. In polymorphism, we are having again two types, that is runtime polymorphism and compile time polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism means the method will get binded to its method declaration will get binded to its method definition at the runtime by the JVM based on the object created. Is called as runtime polymorphism, and it is also called as late binding and also as a dynamic binding. Coming for the compile time polymorphism, the method declaration will get binded to the method definition at the compile time by compiler is called as compile time polymorphism.
Okay, so what is the difference between compile time and runtime polymorphism?
Overloading and the, uh, what can be achieved by utilization.
Hello, Naina?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the difference between compile time and runtime polymorphism?
In runtime polymorphism, the method declaration will get binded to method definition at the runtime by JVM based on the object created. It is called as runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism means the method declaration will get binded to its method definition at the compilation by the compiler. It's called as compile time polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism, since it is happening at the runtime, it is called as late binding. And in compile time, since it is happening in the compile time, we can call it as early binding. And method declaration and the method definition can be rebinded for multiple times in the runtime polymorphism. So it is called as dynamic binding. As in compile time polymorphism, method declaration and the method definition cannot be rebinded for the multiple times. So it is called as static. Method overriding is a good example for runtime polymorphism, and method overloading is a best example for compile time polymorphism.
Okay, okay, Nana. I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me? Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us today for this mock interview, and wish you all the best for your career ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.